Alright guys, doing kind of a little test video here. Just thought I would show you guys how I tie a bow fishing string onto a safety slide. I do a little bit differently than most. There's a few little differences. Mainly my way does not have a huge loop at the end of the string. That way every time I've tied it like that, it always just gets tangled up and knotted and all kinds of stuff, and it's just not for me. Anyway, the AMS slides right here, they have like a little groove in them, more or less. You're going to want that facing up for this. The way I'm going to do this, you want to make sure your line is not frayed up at the end, and then I'm going to go up from the bottom, so this way, go up through that and then back over through. That way it makes sure your line goes down into that groove. Then I'm going to take the free end of the string and tie one little simple, I guess a half hitch, whatever you want to call it. Just tie it in. That way the knot goes almost to the end of the string, but it leaves a little bit at the end. That way you kind of get that little deal. Then you want to take your other end of the string, and you're essentially just kind of tie a knot around it. So go behind it, pinch, and then over and through, and come back out the top. That way it just kind of makes like a little knot around it. And then you want to take it and tighten the knot right below the first knot you made, and then that's going to give you kind of that little setup. And then you'll just take it, pinch it, and just slide it all the way down onto the slide, and then give it a good little tug, and that's kind of what you end up with. That knot will not ever come undone. I've been using that for years. I tried all the other fancy frou-frou knots that everybody is always like, oh, you got to have it like that or it'll affect arrow flight or whatever. I've killed more than my share of fish with it tied just like this. The arrow flies fine, and that will not ever come undone. If you ever want to undo it, just pull that up a little bit and give it a little slack and cut it just right here, right below that knot. And that's all the string you lose. Then you can just more or less pull it out, and then you got your arrow or your string back just like it was. But that's all the string you lost. It's maybe a half inch altogether, but that's how I do it. I'm just kind of bored here on this COVID quarantine. I'm on week 4 here and I'm going crazy in the house, so I was like, yeah, I'll just make a little video on how I do this. But that's what I've got for you guys. Have an awesome day.